Russia says it's shot down hundreds of drones overnight as Ukraine steps up its attacks on oil facilities. The strikes caused a fire at the Taganrog port on the Sea of Azov. Drones also struck a major refinery in southern Russia. Kyiv has intensified attacks on energy infrastructure in recent weeks to disrupt fuel supplies to Russian forces on the front line. Let's bring in our correspondent, Yulia Shapovalova, who joins us live from Moscow now. Yulia, tell us about how these strikes are affecting Russians.
Well, Russians have to deal with a very acute fuel crisis, often queuing for days to fill up their cars. Several industries have reported fuel shortages too, like some in the aviation industry. These attacks on the energy sector, as you said, are increasing pressure on the Russian budget, of course, and the strikes are not going to wind down. The Russian Ministry of Defense has reported 376 drones were shot down last night all over the country in Russia's southern region, in the Ilsk refinery in Krasnodar, a refinery burning there, two oil storage facilities in the town of Azov are also on fire right now, and the fire in the port of Taganrog, as you said, is in a state of emergency. It's been declared that people are being evacuated from certain areas of Taganrog. The Tver refinery, which is less than 200 kilometers from Moscow, is still burning after yesterday's attack. So all that contributes to the increasing fuel crisis. The Russian president has said that providing the army, police and other law enforcement and security services with fuel is a priority, and has ordered to help Russia's controlled Crimea, where the situation is particularly difficult, with additional assistance measures. And a while ago he said that improving Russia's air defenses and a quick repair of oil facilities would help solve the problem. But as we know, the strikes continue, so obviously it remains to be seen how the situation will play out and whether these measures will prove effective.
All right, Yulia, what's the Kremlin had to say about all of this then?
Well, all the strikes of the Ukrainian army deep inside Russia on its oil infrastructure, as well as the deepening fuel crisis, seem like all that is not going to force President Vladimir Putin to look for an end to the war. Quite the opposite, actually, because he's determined to capture the entire territory of Donbass, keeps saying that all Russia's goals in this war will be achieved. He doesn't make any concessions, doesn't agree to stop the war where it is now. US President Donald Trump and Secretary of State Marco Rubio have said that strikes on refineries could accelerate the end of the war, but Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov has disagreed, saying that they won't stop Moscow and it's determined to seize even more territories of Ukraine.
Yulia Shapovalova joining us from Moscow. Thank you very much.